I wanted to give you your results privately since Mr. Quartermain isn't a family member.
Of course.
And I had an orthopedic specialist confirm my diagnosis. You do have a fracture in your left wrist, which explains your limited movement and pain.
Wow. Oh, see, I thought it was like the fall last summer where it was just a sprain and it would heal on its own.
This is a fracture. Women can lose bone rapidly at the time of menopause. And if you have bone loss, that could be the reason you broke your wrist.
I'm definitely in that category. My daughter was right. I hate when she gets to say, I told you so.
Yeah, well, don't we all?
Okay, so what do we do to get this better?
We're gonna need to cast that wrist.
Oh, for how long?
6 to 8 weeks is standard, sometimes longer depending on the severity.
Oh, joy.
But the cast is only gonna address the immediate injury. I suggest you get a consult and additional testing to see if you do have bone loss. And that's the reason for that break.
Well, I know the reason for the break. I fell.
A fall like yours shouldn't result in a fracture. Your best option is to be tested to check to see if you have a possible underlying condition. I have a nurse practitioner coming in to cast your wrist, and I also have an orthopedic specialist coming down for a consult. Now, we might be able to run a few more specific tests tonight before you leave.
You're very kind to offer that, but I really would like to get home. I'm dealing with a lot, as you know, and if I could just take a moment to catch my breath, I will make an appointment, I promise.
Obviously, it's your call. But I just want to go on record and say that I don't advise putting this off. If you do have an underlying condition, you need to address it.
What tests would I need to have?
Well, the ortho specialist is recommending a DEXA scan.
What's a DEXA scan?
It's called a dual energy X-ray absorptometry, or DEXA. It's a non-invasive way to measure bone density.
Bone density. What condition do you think I might have?
The specialist can explain in depth.
But the specialist isn't here. You are. What do you think that I'm dealing with?
Based on your symptoms, you may have osteoporosis.
Osteoporosis? Isn't that for women somewhat older than me?
That's a common misconception. But postmenopausal women aged 50 and over can be at risk for osteoporosis.
I see.
Well, we can't say anything for certain until we get the test results back. I'll call orthopedics and make the arrangements for you.
Everything okay in here?
I'm waiting for a cast for my wrist, so go ahead and say it. I told you so.
I'm just thankful that you're being treated. I'll be outside waiting for you when you're ready.
You know, they would like to run some more tests on me, so it's going to take a bit of time. I'm just going to grab a ride share.
Nice try. I'm not going anywhere.
You don't have to
Alexis,
do this.
can you please just once stop arguing and say thank you?
Thank you.
I'll be right outside.